Namaskar. Thank you for joining us on Express News, where we give you news in quick time. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, on the second leg of his visit to the Indian city of Varanasi today, unveiled a plaque to mark the inauguration of the newly built Svarved Mahamandir. The temple is dedicated to Sadguru Sadafal Diyoji Maharaj, who is the founder of the Vihangam Yoga, an Indian school of yoga and meditation. The Prime Minister paid tributes to the statue of the Maharishi Sadafal Diyo and also took a tour of the temple complex. During the event, Prime Minister Modi said that the temple is a symbol of the teachings of Sadguru Sadafal Diyo. Prime Minister also participated in the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra in Sevapuri, a rural area in his Varanasi constituency. Later, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also interacted with beneficiaries of various government schemes during the event. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also laid the foundation stone and dedicated to the nation multiple development projects worth over $2 billion in the Indian city of Varanasi today. Prime Minister Modi also flagged off the Varanasi-New Delhi Vande Bharat Express train, the Dhorighat Mau Memu train, and a pair of long-haul goods trains at the newly inaugurated dedicated freight corridor. Prime Minister Modi also addressed the public gathering and asserted the importance of Uttar Pradesh's development for the prosperity of the nation. Prime Minister Modi also said that the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra can be termed as a mobile university of education for the people like us. The Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra has reached the districts of Poonch in the northern Indian Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and received a warm welcome from the residents. The Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra also reached the districts of Udhampur in Jammu and Kashmir and was welcomed with tremendous enthusiasm from the local communities. The Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra reached the districts of Bundi in the northern Indian state of Rajasthan. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar held talks with the visiting Foreign Minister of Benin, Shegun Adjadi Bakari, in the capital New Delhi on Monday. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar visited the Embassy of Kuwait to express his condolences on the passing away of the Amir of the State of Kuwait, Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmad Al Jabbar Al Sabah. India's Energy Minister Hardeep Singh Puri visited Kuwait and handed over Prime Minister Narendra Modi's and President Draupadi Murmu's personal letters of condolence to the new Amir. This is on the demise of Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmad Al Jabbar Al Sabah. The Indian Minister for Earth Sciences, Kiren Rijiju, announces the launch of India's first winter Arctic expedition in New Delhi. India becomes the first country in the world to demonstrate the capability of engaging 4 aerial targets at one time by using single firing unit at a range of 25 kilometers. A new COVID variant, that's a subvariant, JN1, was detected in the southern Indian state of Kerala. As experts say, it is markedly different from prior versions. The Unified Payments Interface, an instant payment system developed in India, achieved a remarkable milestone, crossing an astonishing 7,000 crore transactions in October for the financial year 2023-24. At close, the Sensex was down 168.66 points, or 0.24%, at 71,315.09. The Nifty was down 38 points, or 0.18%, at 21,418.70. Gold futures maturing on February the 5th, 2024, stood at Rs 61,962 per 10 grams on the MCX. Silver futures maturing on March the 5th, 2024, witnessed a dip of 0.13% and were retailing at 74,426 per kg on the MCX. Oil prices rose in Asian trade on Monday, rising nearly 1% in early trade, supported by lower exports from Russia and as attacks by the Houthis on ships in the Red Sea raised concerns of oil supply disruption. Brent crude futures climbed 32 cents to $76.87 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude was at $71.77 a barrel. The Indian rupee ended marginally lower at 83.06 per dollar. Asia stocks got off to a cautious start on Monday in a week where U.S. inflation is expected to underpin market pricing of interest rate cuts there. Asian markets showed some negative movement after a cautious Monday start. Eyes are set on the meeting when the Bank of Japan board meets to review its rates amid the current global economic cues. The BOJ meets Tuesday amid much chatter that it is considering how and when to move away from negative interest rates. The United States, Japan and South Korea have responded strongly to North Korea's suspected firing of a short-range ballistic missile into the Sea of Japan on Monday. Japan has strongly condemned the missile launch, saying that it is capable of reaching anywhere in the United States. The U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan spoke to his South Korean and Japanese counterparts and condemned the test, saying that it is a flagrant violation of multiple UN Security Council resolutions. South Korea's defense ministry said that trilateral missile information sharing system with Japan and the US is in the final verification stage after North Korea fired the ballistic missile. The US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin arrived in Israel on Monday for talks expected to focus on Israel's eventual end to its high-intensity war in Gaza. Two Egyptian security forces have said that Israel and Hamas are both open to a renewed ceasefire and hostage release, although disagreements remain on how it's going to be implemented. The Kerem Shalom crossing between Israel and Gaza opened for the first time to pass humanitarian aid trucks on Sunday. As per reports, the United Nations Security Council could vote on Monday for a draft resolution to establish an aid monitoring mechanism in Gaza. As Israel's counteroffensive against Hamas gains pace, Israeli forces on Sunday released a video footage of newly uncovered tunnel designed to carry carloads of militant fighters from Gaza right up to the border. Russia and Ukraine launched a swarm of drones at each other's territories on Sunday as both sides step up attacks. Ukraine's Air Force said it destroyed 20 Russian drones and a cruise missile, which Russian Defense Ministry said its air defense systems destroyed 35 Ukraine-launched drones. President Vladimir Putin, speaking at a conference of the ruling United Russia Party, once again accused Western countries of attempting to destabilize Russia's economic and political landscape. The former U.S. President Donald Trump took a dig at President Joe Biden at a rally in New Hampshire, where he warned of World War III and pledged to prevent it. Florida Governor and Republican presidential candidate Ron DeSantis said that he would build a border wall if he is elected as the next U.S. president in 2024. A car collided with a vehicle near President Joe Biden's motorcade in Delaware, causing a security incident. Biden and the First Lady were safely escorted to their car by Secret Service agents. Iraqis began voting on Monday in the first provincial council elections in more than a decade, amid calls for a boycott of the vote. Abdel Fattah al-Sisi secured the third term as Egyptian president, winning 89.6% of the votes in a contest overshadowed by the war in Gaza and domestic economic crisis. Serbian President Alexander Vučić has claimed victory in the snap parliamentary elections, saying his party is heading for an absolute majority. Two suspected Chinese weather balloons flew across the sensitive Taiwan Strait on Sunday, but stayed well to the north of the island nation. A dozen people were killed in an attack at a holiday party in Mexico where an armed group opened fire on party-goers. More than 300 people were evacuated after devastating floods lashed Australia. Military helicopters were dispatched to help inundated areas cut off by the floods. The northern part of Queensland state reported damage across its coastline. More than 14,000 properties in the region are experiencing power outage. At least 13 people have been killed in Argentina after a severe storm struck the coastal region. The authorities have warned residents that the storm, which had gusts of up to 93 miles per hour, making it comparable to a Category 1 hurricane, is expected to bring heavy rainfall to the capital. The European Union has set targets to dig up, recycle and refine lithium, cobalt and other metals it needs for its green transition. But these targets may be out of reach due to a lack of funding and high energy costs. Heavy rains lash India's southern state of Tamil Nadu, disrupting daily life. In some districts, the unprecedented rainfall has led many areas to witness knee-to-waist-deep water. Due to heavy rainfall, Tamil Nadu government declared holiday for all schools, colleges, private institutions, banks and financial institutions in 4 districts on Monday. Snow covered the picturesque town of Gulmarg in India's Jammu and Kashmir as the area saw the first snowfall of the season. The government helped tourists and locals in removing stranded vehicles after abrupt snowfall earlier on Monday. The officials are expect a fall in minimum temperatures, in fact, by 2 to 4 degrees from Monday onwards. The recent snowfall in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, northern parts of India, has caused cold waves in the neighboring New Delhi, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh as well, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan. In a festive display, Mexico and Venezuela witnessed a spirited arrival of Christmas cheer as runners donned Santa attire and dashed through the capital cities of Caracas as well as Mexico City. Thousands of runners, along with their families and even dogs, donned Santa Claus costumes, from Mexico City's Santa race to Santa Ho-Ho race in Caracas. In an early Christmas celebration in Guatemala, the underprivileged children there were treated to a surprise as firefighters dressed up as Santa Claus. They descended with gifts. The 77-year-old firefighter dressed as Santa Claus continues the tradition of gift-giving to local children with unwavering enthusiasm. Rowers dressed as Santa Claus also made a unique sight in Venice on Sunday, opting for gondolas and boats over sleighs. About 100 Santas arrived in the lagoon city, coloring the Grand Canyon red to participate in this pre-Christmas event, Venice Lights Up Christmas. Venezuelan children kicked off the Christmas season by taking part in a traditional street race with wooden makeshift carts in Caracas. Children whizzed downhill on handmade 4-wheeled wooden carts, caruchas. The race has taken place every December in the Venezuelan capital since 2011. Thousands of runners dressed up as Santa for the corridor of Issy-les-Moulineaux near Paris on Sunday to run over 10 kilometers in a festive atmosphere. Promoting fitness and festivity, the Santa race, it was introduced in 1977 by the town of Issy-les-Moulineaux, and it brings thousands each year in an effort to promote sport. This holiday season, the Sea Sport, the New York hosts Gingerbread City exhibition with over 50 design offices showcasing edible creations. 7 years after its London debut, the Museum of Architecture's Gingerbread City exhibition, focused on sustainable design, expands internationally for the first time. In northern Thailand, part-time farmer Tanyapong Kaikam transforms rice paddles into art to promote tourism, unveiling sleeping cats across nearly a hectare of fields. Tanya Pongkai Kham, along with an artist and 200 helpers, used a drone and GPS to draw the cat sleeping and holding a fish on the paddy field. Travelers delighted to be inaugural riders on Mexico's Mayan train as the service commences. The track goes from the southern state of Campeche to the tourist hotspot Cancun. It was originally projected to cost $7.5 billion, this Tren Mayan project, but it's now estimated to cost more than $28 billion. Visitors snapped pictures of the majestic Simba, the lion celebrating his 15th birthday at the Rio de Janeiro on Saturday. Zoo visitors witnessed Samba indulging in a birthday cake, which was made of meat as well as chicken, and this is at the Brazilian Zoo. In Lao Cai province of Vietnam, farmers cultivating a cinnamon forest have introduced a unique concept of experimental tourism in the forest. The experimental tourism model introduced by farmers has been catering to the demand of tourists who seek to engage in activities such as cinnamon harvesting with local people. The Indian movie Sam Manik Show, featuring Vicky Kaushal, garners significant attention worldwide, crossing rupees 100 crore mark at the global box office. Indian actor Ranveer Singh on Monday took to his social media handles to share a heartfelt note after he unveiled his 2 wax statues at Madame Tussauds in London. YouTube has released a list of the top 15 most searched music videos in India this year. Vicky Kaushal's, Sara Ali Khan's Tere Vaste, and Rajnikant and Tamanna Bhatia's viral track Kavala, they made it to the list. The second official trailer of Prabhas action thriller Salar is out in different languages. The film is set to hit theaters on December 22. At Jump Festa 2024, Wit Studios' thrilling announcement unveils its collaboration with Netflix to revitalize the cherished One Piece anime series. In honor of Eiichiro Oda's legendary manga reaching its 25th anniversary, the remake is poised, in fact, to embark on a grand adventure commencing with the East Blue Saga. Squid Game, to all of us, is dead following the global explosion of K-dramas. The streaming giant Netflix has confirmed renewals of 7 popular K-dramas in 2024. 80-year-old Spanish singer Rafael mesmerized thousands of fans in Madrid during his victory tour, celebrating a remarkable career spanning over 6 decades. The singer performed 30 songs at concert, featuring his iconic hit Mi Gran Noche, drawing in diverse audiences from different generations to We Zinc Center in the Spanish capital. The first ever Khelo India Para Games came to an exciting close on Sunday at Delhi's IG Stadium. The Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur and the President of the Paralympic Committee of India, Deepa Malik, graced the closing ceremony. They called it a historic moment for Indian para sports. Former Indian cricketer Ajay Jadeja also participated in the medal ceremony of the cerebral palsy football event at the Khelo India Para Games on Sunday. The auction of the 17th season of the T20 Indian Premier League is set to take place in Dubai on Tuesday. Australia announced a 13-member squad for the second test against Pakistan in Melbourne. The batter Marnus Labuschagne has been cleared for the Boxing Day test. India has announced a 6-member team for the upcoming Davis Cup, the Group 1 playoff match against Pakistan, which is scheduled to take place in Islamabad on February 3 and 4. Top tennis coach Patrick Moura-Tolu on Sunday said that the women's tour will benefit from the former world number 1 Naomi Osaka's return after a 15-month break. FIFA Clubs World Cup in 2025 is set to feature 32 teams, and it's going to be played from June 15 to July 13 in the United States. Liverpool failed to reclaim the top spot as they were held to a 0-0 draw by Manchester United in the Premier League. Luka Modric demonstrated his enduring value to Real Madrid by providing a goal and a brilliant assist in their 4-1 home win over Villarreal in La Liga. Britain's Ian Williams clinched his 7th Match Racing Tour World Championship sailing title in Shenzhen. Well, that's all we have in Express News today. Thank you for watching. Namaskar.